Cheltenham 2023. What a festival it has been so far. Day 2 was particularly epic with 3 wins and a second place from 4 selections on here. But now let's take a look at day 4 and let's begin with the Gold Cup. So the Gold Cup on day 4, 3:30, one of the biggest races of the year. Pure quality in this race. First selection here, a horse I absolutely love, Conflated. Really unlucky last year at the festival, falling late on when in a good position, and that was a race won by Allaho. Fancy Conflated if he gets round, certainly to hit the frame at 10-1. Really like that price. There is a lot of quality on show in the Gold Cup as per usual, but like Conflated a lot here. Next selection, Ahoy Senor. Well, this is an amazing horse once again. Brilliant over the fences. Really good chance, I think, of 14-1 of hitting that frame. Do think he outruns those odds, but it's a high quality race this year. And of course, a lot of people will be on the favourite, Galopin des Champs. An A+ Tard, I'm sure, will also get a bit of money on it as well. Noble Yeats is running in the race. Noble Yeats looking at this and the potential Grand National double, which would be insane. But what a race, really looking forward to this one. Those are the 2 selections. I like them both to hit the frame, especially if you can get extra places. Good luck if you're placing a bet on the Gold Cup. Couple of other races I want to have a look at here on day 4. Next one is the 2:10. It is the County Hurdle. I like Sharjah here, 8-1. Great horse, this horse. Often finishes in the frame, doesn't always win, but usually give you a good run for your money. And I like a price of 8-1 on Sharjah in a pretty open looking race. Last win for Sharjah was actually in December of 2021 at Leopardstown, and then before that in November 2021 at Punchestown. But fancy Sharjah to go well here at Cheltenham. Last time Sharjah ran at Cheltenham, finished second to Honeysuckle in 2021, so reasonable recent form at Cheltenham. Next one of the big prices, Glan, who's suffering some bad recent form. They did have a 4th back in July last year, and that was at the Galway Festival. Got pulled up in its last run at Listerwell in September, so it's a while since Glan has had a run. I think at 40-1 it really is a price where it's worth a little each way punt. No guarantees on this one, but I think if Glan does perform well, it's on a going day for Glan. Those odds look considerably big, so good luck if you get on either of those 2 on day 4. And finally on day 4, in what is set to be the last race of the festival, Friday 17th of March, 5:30, St Patrick's Day. Get it all back if you're losing, or top up if you're winning. Spanish Harlem, likely to be favourite, looking around 4-1 right now. A horse that seems to get better and better. A little unlucky to finish second in its last run at Thurles in Ireland. Finished second previous to that at Fairyhouse in January as well. Did win an impressive race at Auteuil in France last summer in June. Really fancy this one to go well in this handicap. But one at a slightly bigger price that I fancy to go well is a horse I'm always pretty impressed with. She always seems to give it a roll and often hits the frame, and at this price of 33-1 with some extra places, I like the sound of Molly Ollie's Wishes. Finished second in her last start behind Theatre Glory. Last win for Molly Ollie's Wishes was in October last year when she won at Wetherby. But yeah, I fancy this one at this price. It's not 33-1 is never going to be a a certainty, but I think at that price it's a really good value price to hit the frame. Good luck if you want any of those. Hope you all had a great festival and looking forward to next year already.